Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a simple pair of earrings using our Bargain Bead Box Violet Glade. Let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to do. It's going to be really cute. So what we have here are a couple of ear wires, some ball head pins, some jump rings. These are all from my stash. However, these are from the box. I have cut a couple of pieces of chain. 2 are 7 links and 2 are 9 links. Oh, take it back. I think there are 11 links. So 1 for each, 2 for each side. Then I have the little dragonfly bodies, of which I have painted. And we're going to take and make bodies out of these by, you guys, half and half. Taking the little green crystal, putting it below, taking the little purple fluorite, putting it above, and making a little dragonfly body. We're going to do that with all of those, and then we're going to hook them onto these chains. Here, I'll do this one up a little closer here. So we're going to put the one on the short chain and the other on the longer chain. And then we're going to hook them together with the jump ring and hook them onto our ear wire. So they'll dangle together like that. So we have 2 little dragonflies flying side by side. Well, one a little further below the other one. But let's start doing them. We'll show you what we're going to do for sure. So like I say, green one on first. Come on, green one. Then the body, the little purple fluorite piece, and there is our little fellow. So then we will take him and we'll wrap our little, do our wrap here, bring it around, down, over, and straighten her up here. Then we'll take one of the hunks of chain, feed it down onto our dragonfly, snap it into place, and then we will wind this baby up. Now you can do the winding by hand, or you can use your second pair of pliers. These wires are pretty malleable, so I'm just going to use my hand to do this one. And then we'll trim off the excess and tuck it in. So this one is got its little chain on now. It's all ready to hook up. Now we'll do the second one for this earring. So onto the green, onto the body, and onto our little fluorite bead. Then bend it over. Get out our pliers here. Use the small one up on top, put it in between, wrap it around, drop it down, bring her over, and straighten her up. I say straighten it up because usually when you come around, that's first time, when you come all the way around, you end up being a little bit twisted like so, with the head more bent this direction. So you need to straighten it up so it's got that straight up and down. So put our chain on. Take hold with our pliers. And wrap her up. Oops, that one slid a little bit. See how that wire's down somewhat? I'm going to take it with my thumbnail and just push it up into place. Now, if your thumbnail doesn't work to do it, and it's actually too far down that I don't want to get my pliers in there, I can always carefully unwrap it. Now see, this is also turned slightly sideways still, so we're going to straighten it up while we're here. Well, it didn't straighten very well. We'll worry about it when we finish wrapping. One last wrap, I think, is all we're going to get in there. So we'll trim it off then. And tuck her into place. Now let's see what we got going on here at the top, because it's a little crooked here. See, I let it go off of its lollipop shape, so it needs to come over to this side. So that's much better, though it's still a little off. So now these two pieces are finished, and what we now need to do is hook them up. So to do that, we're just going to take this jump ring, put both chains on, and then we'll hook it to one of the ear wires. And close her up. And that one's done. We have our two flying dragonflies. So now we just do exactly the same thing on the other side. So we'll start here's one, and now these, because I'm making them identical, they don't matter which one's top or bottom. But if you wanted to make different colored dragonflies, which would be easily done, then you could wrap them, make sure that, like, say, the one that's a different color, the color that's one color, that if you have two different colors, say, that the one color you want to have above is hooked to the bigger chain. Now I don't have any, mine are exactly the same, so it doesn't make any difference. I can hook them to either chain. But you might you might want a special, a special color on top or on bottom. So that's something you need to watch for if you do that. Okay, so this one's ready to have its wire cut off, extra wire cut and be tucked in. When you cut it like that, when you're close, be careful you don't cut anything extra off. I have cut my whole loop off before, and wow, that's sort of disheartening. But so watch when you go to make your cut. Make sure you haven't got your chain in it or your loop or whatever, because it definitely is a possibility to do that. So now that we've got that one done, let's get the second one. Go up and around, drop it down, bring her around nice and tight, and then straighten her up. Put your chain on, slide her down, hold her. Now we're going to hold the loop, of course, push it back together, and then wrap our wraps. And we'll cut this extra off here. Tuck her in. And we'll take our jump ring and put them together. Now here's one thing also that you should think about when you're putting things together is, where is your two sides at? See how this one has got the smaller one on the outside and the longer one on the inside? We want to do that opposite when we do this one. Because well, unless you don't care. I personally like my earrings to be opposite. So that when I have a long one on one side, like say it's the long one's closest to my neck, I want that to be the case on the other side as well. And if you don't pay attention and you put them in the other way, then you're going to find that they're both got the long ones in the middle on one and on the outside on the other. And I personally prefer, like I said, that they're opposite, just like so. So there we go. There's our dragonflies. Didn't that turn out pretty? I hope you liked those. I think they're really adorable. So there we go. Our dragonfly, our little flying chained dragonflies using our Violet Glade Bargain Bead Box. I would probably wear them this way so that the long one is towards my neck, like so. But there we go. There's our little dragonfly earrings. I think they turned out really cute. These were made using the Violet Glade Bargain Bead Box, and this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.